Hello friends, welcome back to IICS Infotech channel. Today we're going to discuss about Union Transformation Day 12. So as you know, if you are aware of this Informatica Power Center, then obviously you will be aware of this Union Transformation. Okay, it's a simple transformation, and it is also one of the most important transformation which we will use in daily project. Okay, so here the Union Transformation, what it will do. It is used to combine multiple sources of data into a single output. So in previous session, day before yesterday, we have seen router transformation, right? What this router transformation it will do? It will take single input and it will be in a multiple output format. Single input and multiple outputs. So this is exactly opposite to the router transformation. Here, union transformation, it will take multiple single output. Sorry, union transformation, it will take multiple outputs and it will give only single output. It's exactly opposite to the router transformation. Okay. So it doesn't perform any processing on the data. Just what it will do, it will just combine the multiple input streams and it will give into a single output stream. Let's see how this union transformation will work in IICS. So the main purpose is it's to combine the data from multiple source pipelines within the same structure. Suppose you have a multiple sources coming from the upstream application, right? So you have like daily you are getting 4 files. Let's assume you are getting 4 to 5 files, and all the 5 files are in the same format. Let's say we have only 3 fields like transaction ID and the country name and what is the total units sold. So let's assume region wise you are getting the files. You have, let's say we have 5 regions. Okay, I'll just show you the source file. Here I'm having these regions. Okay, Africa, Dubai, India, New Zealand, and USA. So what you can see here in this, you have ID, name, salary, country. Okay, daily we are getting these kind of files. Okay, 5 files we are getting from the source. Okay, and you want to load it into a staging layer. So in staging layer, you will be having a table, right? So you need to load from multiple files into a single staging area. So in that case, what you can do, so you can go with the file list concept as well, but without using a file list concept, how you can achieve loading these kind of different files, not different files, but having the same structure. Okay, how we can load it into a single target. So in that way, we can go with this union transformation. It allows for the merging of data sets. Okay, when you have the data from different sources that need to be presented right in a unified output. So you can go with this union transformation. So if we talk about here key features, multiple input sources as we discussed, will multiple you can connect multiple sources or transformation into the union transformation. And it is a pass through data. It doesn't modify or process the incoming data. Okay, it just passes the data through to the next transformation. Or if you have the direct target of the union transformation, we'll pass the data to the direct target table. And order of data here, it's not guaranteed unless if you are using any sorted transformation before the union transformation, or else there will be no change in the order of data. And data types, all the columns in the source pointed to the union transformation must have the same names. So whatever the names you have in the source file, exactly the same name should be available in the union transformation data types. So you know the data types, right? You have like ID, it should be number, and if when it comes to the union transformation, there will be it should be converted into the integer or number. Okay, and the length also. We will not be changing this because once you connect, now it will get passed through all the data types and data lengths. If the sources have different names, you can map them appropriately. Okay, and where we can use this kind of union transformation in our project. So if you see this usage scenario, let's say you have two data sets, one from a sales system and one from an inventory system. Okay, both systems have similar data structures like product ID, product name, and quantity. Both from the sales system, okay, from the sales system and from inventory system, you are getting similar data structures like these three. But you want to combine these two data sets into a single stream for further processing or for loading into a target data. So how can we use this union transformation? So first, add the union transformation to the mapping. So we need to, okay, this entire we will see in a practical wise. And here you have the examples also. Just take these three column names and try to put some data, whether if you want to do it in a table wise or file wise, just have these three names for let's for the first target table. Let's you have you just create these in a source table, sales data one table and inventory data. Okay, take these three columns in each table and put some insert some records into this table. Okay, and what you will do, both have the same columns but from different systems. Okay, the union transformation, it will combine these data sets. Take one union transformation and combine these two data and load it into a target table. Okay, and you need to consider before you are going to implement this union transformation. So the column match. It requires that all incoming sources have the same columns, name and data types as we discussed. Okay, if they don't, you will have to modify them uh, before and using this transformation like expression or normalizer. If you have some different names, just put some expression before union transformation. Change the name fields and map it to the union transformation. And the performance wise, these are generally lightweight since these union transformation will not do any conversions or we cannot do any logical, we cannot write any logics, business logics inside this union transformation. So basically why we use this information to just combine the data and pass it to the next transformation. So there, the burden will not be there on this union transformation. So that's why we call it as a lightweight since they are just pass through. We'll use it for only pass through. Pass through the data through the union transformation. But if you have a large volume of data, it could still impact performance depending on your data flow. Okay. And we have this no sorting by default. By default, the data will not be sorted, right? So the data combined via union will not be sorted. If you need sorted output, then we need to use a sorter transformation before the union transformation. Or if you want to sort the data after the union transformation, then you can keep the union transformation. Sorry, you can keep the sorter transformations. And there are some limitations are there. So it doesn't allow you to merge data with different schema structures like different columns or data types. This is one of drawback. And it doesn't handle duplicate record. If you need to remove duplicate records, you need to use aggregator or distinct transformation of the union. So how we can remove the duplicate records from union transformation? So in the interview, they will ask you like, so you are getting a duplicate record from the source and you want to remove the duplicates by using union transformation. So how you can explain this scenario in interview. So basically to remove the duplicate records, so we need to use the sorter transformation. In sorter, we can sort the data as well as we can select distinct option, right? So with that, we can remove the duplicate records. And in Informatica, if you see, we have a union and union all, right? So here we have union transformation. Union, what it will do? The duplicates will be available, right? Okay, and if you want to remove the duplicates, and this union transformation should act like as a union all, then what you have to do? You have to use this auto transformation. Then we can call it as a union all. Okay, if you see here union, it will act as a union all, and it will not remove any duplicate records, right? So before I said if you want to remove the duplicate records, you need to use the sorter. So if you want union plus sorter. So in SQL, how we have this union and union all. So what this will do, unique, right? In SQL, unique and unique constraints we have, right, in SQL. And let's see how we can implement this real-time scenario. Okay. So what I'll do. So here I have different files. Okay. So I have five files, and these having the same structure and same data types. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just load it into a source table. Source in the sense staging table. Okay. Here I have created one table here, regions. So let's assume it is a staging table. So I'll be loading from the file to the staging table. From here we can do other operations as well. So let's go here. So log into IICS, go to mapping, create mapping. So I'll name it as m underscore union trans. Okay. And see here what I had said before, without using the source file list, sorry, the file list concept. So we want to uh, use the union transformation. So what you need to do is just drag and drop the sources here. So here we have, I'll just remove this. Here we have one source set. What I'll do, I'll just copy paste 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I have 5. So this is the third set, and this is the fourth set, and this is the fifth set. So what I'll do, I'll just rename the source name according to this file. First Africa, Dubai, India, source Africa, India, source Dubai, and next what we have New Zealand, USA. New Zealand and New Zealand, USA. Okay. So I'll load. So first one is Africa, right? So this is a flat file. I'll just use a source and I'll select the appropriate file name here. So the first one is Africa, right? Employee Africa. And you need to, here you need to observe it's a file delimited file here. So you need to check what is the delimiter we are using in the file. So I'll just open the file. So it's a comma separated. It's a CSV file, right? So I'll set this comma from second row and it's a loading. So for testing purpose, what we can do, we can preview the data. If it is fetching, then the connection and the data is properly connected. Okay, so we are able to see the result here. So in this way, I'll just load all the files. So I have loaded all the files till USA. So now what we need to do, let's load the target table here. So target is a source, right? Here I have taken the target as a staging area. So I'll take it as a source and I have created the target here regions. Okay, target table name is regions. Where is that uh, regions? Yeah. So it's a insert operation and I'll truncate the table, target table before loading. So these are the fields: ID, name, salary, country. Okay. So now what we'll do? Let's use the union transformation. Let me save it before that. Always save it, okay? If anything happens, again you need to design the mapping from starting, okay? If you do small changes also, just save it. So we need union transformation, right? Here, union. So drag and drop here. So if you see here, we have a plus symbol. What is this? So to create a groups to connect all the sources to this union transformation. So if you click on this, so incoming, we have two operators, input one and input two. By default, we will be having this. And output, this is the output. And here we need to do the field mapping. For each input we are passing, so we have to do the field mapping, okay? And advanced we have use out staging. Okay, now what we'll do, if you want to create new group, just click on this, okay? So we have five, right? First, Africa, I will pass it to input one. India, input two. And then Dubai, new group. New Zealand, new group. And then USA, new group. So when you connect this, it will all the groups will be created. If you want, we can rename these as well. So first one is Africa, then India, right? I'll just rename Africa, India. Next, Dubai, New Zealand, USA. Dubai, New Zealand, and the last group is USA. Okay. So this is how will create the groups, the input groups. So by default, if you see, column names are coming here, ID, and if you want to exclude fields, you can exclude it. So we have connected all the sources to the union transformation. Okay, now what we need to do? If you want to take expression or if you want to remove the duplicates, we can use the sorter here. So what I'll do, I'll just do the union all only now. So I'll just connect to the target now. So if you see here, go to the field mapping. So you will see all the groups here. These are all the input groups and the output field. So we need to map it. So click on automatic, it will automatically map the all the fields. Okay. Or else you can do the smart map as well. Just say here smart map. Click on that. Next USA, do the smart map. So now we mapped it and we have the output fields here. Now let's do the field mapping in Target. So we are getting the incoming fields. These are the incoming fields. Okay. All our strings are here. You see number. ID is a number, right? We are getting it as a number. But country, name, salary here, it's all in string. So that we need to change. Okay. So if you see here incoming, it is also string. So we need to change the data types here. Okay, let me ID is a integer, country is a name string, salary is a it's a decimal. So 10 and 5. Okay. So what's the target? Target is a decimal string. So we do the smart map now. So we have mapped all the fields. Target fields, incoming fields. So now if you see for target incoming fields data types has been changed, right? Integer, string, and then salary decimal. So we mapped it. Now let me arrange all this and save it. So now the mapping is valid. So let me run the mapping. So this is the mapping we created. So we have connected the 5 files. Let's see how many records will load. I think in each file we have almost 180 records. So it got failed. Why it is failed? Database error. Connection refused. Verify host name and port number. Connection. Okay, let me do the run preview of here at the union transformation. Let's check. So here, if you preview the data, we are getting the data. So the problem here is the target table. Why it is not. So this is the source only, Oracle source. Let me take. So if you want to test the connection here itself, you can test it. Okay. So let me test. So if you see the connection is success, that means the connection which we have taken is working. And in this source, why it was not working as previously, let me check. So for this connection, we are getting error. Okay. So let me test it here itself. So the connection is working fine. Let's say close. It should work. So you see that table also it is able to fetch it. So these are the target fields and this is the field matchings. So working fine. Let me reset. Let me run the mapping again. Let's see. Yeah, it got succeeded now. So we got 470 records. Okay. From each file, it processed 94. Okay, total 470 with right, and the affected records are 40. So let me check in the source here. So we got all these records, but the thing is, if you see here 251, 89, and 3 here, it's not in a sequence, right? Might be the duplicate records are removed. Let's check. Employee. The first one, what we have here, India, Africa. So I'll open first India. Okay, we have the same. How many records we have? Okay, 94 only we have. Got it, got it. Okay, so we loaded the proper data here. So from each file we have 94 records. Okay, 1% is valid. Okay. So whatever the mapping which we have created here, it is a valid one, and the data has been loaded properly. So now what we will do, I'll just there are duplicates are there. Let me check how many duplicates are there here. Select ID name, salary, country, concept, star, fund, agents, first start, everything. So to find duplicates, we need to group, right? Group by and salary, country. Okay. So initially, so we don't have duplicates here. So we don't have duplicates here. Might be in the file we might have the duplicates. Mm, So this file is India. Okay. And let's see if I think we don't have duplicates here. So we have the duplicate records. Let me create. Okay, here itself I'll create it. Let me take 10 duplicate records. Okay. So in India, we'll have how many records? 103 records. Okay. Here if you see 103 records should be there. And what I'll do, I'll just rerun the job now. Then we will get duplicate records, right? After that, we will use sorter transformation. So then you will understand how sorter will remove the duplicate records. So let me rerun again. So we now 479 records has been loaded. So we'll check for India. Okay. 103 are loaded, right? Now if we check this. So we have 479 records. So total 479 records. Right? Now let me check which I need. So if you see here, we have these kind of duplicate records. I'll pin this one. So for ID, we have two records. For ID 6, we have two records. So in this way, we have nine duplicate records are there. So what I'll do now, I'll just use the sorter transformation here. So, so here I'll go to sorter transformation. So these are the incoming fields, right? So what I'll do, first I'll sort the data. Uh, which one will take country only, okay? So country ascending, I'll sort it. If we go to advanced, here we have a distinct option. So I'll select this, and in the target I'll be loading without duplicate. I'll be loading the target into the target table. So everything is done. Now save it. So before union transformation union transformation, it act like as a union, all right. Now it should act like union transformation. So for that purpose, we are using sorter. So it will remove the duplicate records. Let's say. So it should load 470 records. Okay, extra 9 records should be removed. So here you can see 470 records has been loaded. From source it is reading 103, but if you remove 9 records, it will be 94 only. So total 470 it should be loaded. Now if you check this, so we got 470. Okay. So based on the we have different files, right? So based on that, uh, we are using sorter and we remove the duplicate records and we are loading into the target table. Okay, this is how we can perform the union transformation. I hope you guys understood this. So I'll be sharing this document in a PDF format and I'll put the document link in the comment section. Please go through this and try to do this exercise. This says data, take these two files or take these two as a table and insert some records into these columns and try to use the union transformation and see the data how it is loading. Okay, I hope you guys understood this clearly. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Please do like, share to this video to your friends and family members if anyone is looking for IICS trainer. Okay, okay, guys, let's meet in the next session. Thank you so much.